Look, I know the Browns won the last 2 weeks, but at the same time, Stefanski and Barry both have to go. Everyone forgets his second time winning the Coach of the Year. He gave up his play calling duties going into that streak that got him into the playoffs. That wasn't him. It was the terrible offense that we've all seen and, hated over the last 6 years. That was him. Last year they hired Dorsey, who is a very mid at best offensive coordinator, and it showed when Stefanski wasn't play calling. I know a lot of us are admitting that Barry had a win last year with the draft, but at the same time, they did not address the offensive line. They did not address the receiving core outside of Bond, who was a UDFA, for things outside of anyone's control. The only reason that they likely had that win is they had Vrabel, Dr. Professor Vrabro, and I wonder how many people are going to get that joke, scouting for them last year. When he was between head coaching positions, which I guarantee the Titans definitely miss him. Because the Patriots obviously love him. But Stefanski is the very reason we've lost multiple games, including the Vikings game this year. If he hadn't called those timeouts trying to have some time on a clock for an offense that is not explosive and would not be able to work down the field because they hadn't all game, the last 2 plays of the game wouldn't have happened. You can just immediately remove those right off the clock. The time's not there. As for who to hire, try Schwartz. Everyone likes to say he's a head coach candidate. He was a head coach. He didn't do well in Detroit in the first place. Maybe he's learned since then. There's a few other guys you could try. Not off the top of my head right now. If you're looking for GM, honestly, I'd give Phil Savage another shot. I personally think he got a raw deal when he was just the GM for Randy Lerner. Randy, if you don't produce for this 1 year, you're gone, Lerner. If you look at his main off season, everyone he brought in, any good GM would have brought in. The problem is they all got hurt in training camp, and they never saw the field ever again. LaCharles Bentley, all-pro center, built like a Greek god, blows out his knees and never sees the field and has to retire on the 3rd snap of training camp or whatever it was. The slot receiver, who would have actually stabilized our wide receiver core. He had rings from 2 other teams and was a contender on every single team he played on. Blew out his knee, got a staph infection, had to retire because of it. It's terrible luck. Berea's cursed. But then again, the factory of sadness has been for domestic production for a long time. It'd be nice if it actually switched to export.